Hello. Hi everyone. So in the today's lecture, let us see how to configure this Pydo to your Eclipse editor. Eclipse is another type of an editor where majority of the people are using in the real world. So people who are choosing Java programming language, they use this Eclipse editor. So let us use the same Eclipse editor for our Python programming. So what I'm going to do right now is let me switch to this new window. Eclipse Editor free download. Search for that and click on a first link. Again, Eclipse is going to download an exe file for us. Double click on that exe file, follow the installation steps, and once after the Eclipse got successfully installed, you can find an icon on your desktop like this. Launch your Eclipse editor. I'm just launching my Eclipse editor. So whenever you are opening your Eclipse editor for the very first time, it will prompt with the workspace in which folder you want to save your test scripts. So I'm leaving the default folder and click on an OK button now. It will take a few seconds to load the Eclipse editor. At the very first time, whenever you are opening the editor, it will prompt us with some options. And the top right corner, you can find a workbench. Just click on that workbench, which will display the actual code editor for us. So this is how the Eclipse editor looks like. Now we need to install this Python to our Eclipse editor, for which here I have a listed down the various steps. Go to help marketplace. In an Eclipse editor, we have this help option, and at last but one, we have an Eclipse marketplace. Click on that. Once the screen got populated, search for PyDev. So go back here. So still it is loading the marketplaces. Once it got loaded, whenever there is a search text field got enabled, then search for PyDev. Okay, so let us see, let it prompt these options so that we can install these PyDev to our editor. See, all these options got loaded. Now I'm searching for PyDev and click on a go button. I just entered PyDev and clicked on a go button. The search results are getting displayed for me. See here, PyDev Python IDE for Eclipse 7.4.0, and I have an install button. Just click on this install button, and it is prompting me with all the options, and you have to follow certain steps to finish this installation. See, by default all the options are getting displayed, and click on a confirm button, and as soon as you clicked on a confirmation button, it will navigate to the next screen where I need to accept my license. So I accept the terms and conditions and click on a finish button. As soon as you clicked on a finish button, it will take a few seconds to finish this installation to your editor. And in the meantime, once after the installation was successfully completed, it will ask us to restart our Eclipse editor. This time it's not asking to restart your machine. It's just asking to restart this editor itself. We can simply restart this editor and you can see whether this one got successfully installed or not. And usually a quick question will rise in our mind. How would I know whether this installation was successfully happened or not? See, we have these steps to install, right? So once after you navigated to a marketplace and search for PyDev, if it was already installed, you can find an option as an install, with which we can confirm that it was successfully installed. And even here also, on the top right corner, you do have an option to see whether the installation was successfully happened or not. So let us see that. Let this installation finish so that we can see the further options. See guys, it's prompting me to restart my editor. I'm just clicking on an S button. It will relaunch my Eclipse editor. And now once the Eclipse editor got relaunched, I need to go to a perspectives to switch my complete view to a Python editor view. So let us see how this is going to happen. It will take again a few seconds to load this editor. So let us see. Yeah, this got loaded now. On a top right corner, by default, it is in a Java. And next to the Java, you have a debug. And next to that, you have a Java EE. And if you mouse over on that, it's displaying as an open perspectives. Just click on that. See, it will display an option of a PyDev. See, we have installed the PyDev. So what this perspective means, this is an editor which it will convert it into a Python editor way. So click on an OK button. See, the editor UI got changed and here the option got selected as a PyDev. Now, once after you created this one, what else we need to do for an Eclipse editor means we need to go do a further configuration within an Eclipse editor, which I'll show you in a minute. So before jumping on to a further program creation and a further configuration in an editor, let us try to completely configure this spider in our machine. Go to help, install a new software, and here search for PyDev. Okay, just search for PyDev and URL will be displayed, pydev/updates. Select this one and here you have an optional one. I'm not selecting that particular optional one and I'm clicking on a next button. So this is another simple installation which we need to do on top of the installation what we have done. These two steps you need to follow. And again, it will take a few more minutes to finish this installation. Once after this installation got completed, then we will see the further configuration within our Eclipse editor. And by following, just click on the next button and all those steps, the installation got completed. See here, it's just asking us to restart. Just click on a restart now. It will restart our editor. So these are the two installations which we need to do for our Eclipse editor. And now once this installation got completed, once the Eclipse editor got launched, let us create a new Python project. So go to file and here new. See here, I can find an options which is a PyDev project PyDev. All these options related to Python are getting displayed for me, from which I'm picking on the first option, which is a PyDev project. And I'm giving a unique name to my Python project as Python demo. I have given a unique name, Python demo. And here an error message is displaying project interpreter not specified. So what exactly this interpreter means, where exactly the Python got installed, you have to specify that particular one here. So among all these things, you have an option. Please configure an interpreter before proceeding. Select this one. And I just want to go with manual configuration. Select this manual configuration. This pop-up is getting displayed. And here you have a bunch of options. On the top right corner, browse for the folder where Python exe file is there. Just click on that one and let us see where exactly we have installed it. And now earlier, this is what the Python installer location is there. So I'm directly copying that a Python installer location and I am directly pasting it here and I'm selecting my Python file here. As soon as I selected Python file, in this pop-up, I'm clicking on an OK button. Automatically, it is prompting me with all the Python libraries available. Just click on an OK button. As soon as you clicked on an OK button, the complete info is getting displayed. On the first section, the Python got updated, and in the below section, the various packages, whatever are there, it got highlighted here, and just select on apply and click on OK button. Once this apply got successful, then you can click on an OK button. This is the basic configuration which you have to do within your Eclipse editor. Of course, we have to do a kind of a configuration in a PyCharm also, which we will see moving further. And guys, if you clearly observe, so far we configured an Eclipse editor and even we installed a PyCharm editor. It's up to you. Whichever the editor you want, you can go ahead and you can furtherly practice all the concepts in that particular editor. For me, in my situation, I'm going for a PyCharm and I will continue my scripting and everything within a PyCharm editor. Now I'm clicking on an OK button for now. That's it. Earlier, we have an error message on the top, and now the error message was gone. And just click on a finish button. As soon as you clicked on a finish button, see this Python demo project got created, and this is how it's going to looks like. So this is the way how we can configure Eclipse Editor. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. See you again in the next session. Bye bye.